Students at West Texas A&M University are protesting after the school's president canceled a drag show that was supposed to happen on campus.
West Texas A&M is in Canyon, Texas. It's a suburban town just south of Amarillo, Texas. As a public university, West Texas A&M is absolutely bound by the First Amendment. Spectrum is a recognized student group on campus. Its mission is to support and advocate for LGBTQ students on campus and more broadly in the West Texas area. Throughout the year, it holds events to carry out its mission. So initially, back in November 2022, Spectrum and its students decided to host a drag show. They wanted to host it on campus as a way to promote their mission and raise funds for an LGBTQ suicide prevention nonprofit. So they went to staff at the university and said, we want to reserve Legacy Hall, which is a venue on campus that the university holds open to all students to use for expressive activities. And throughout the reservation process, the staff was really supportive. They helped guide our clients through reserving the hall to use for the drag show. They tentatively confirmed Spectrum's ability to use the hall for the drag show. And then all of a sudden, 10 days before the show was supposed to go on, the president of the university, Walter Wendler, published an email to the entire campus saying that because of his personal beliefs, he was canceling Spectrum's show. He opined that drag shows are mocking towards certain groups, including women. And anytime a university president uses a term like mocking to censor speech, it's really dangerous. Imagine if university presidents could censor speech just because they found it made fun of another group. They could censor political parody, social satire, all kinds of artistic and political expression that the First Amendment so fiercely guards, and that students have every right to engage in on campus.
WT is real big on supporting the LGBTQ community. So I feel like with President Wendler taking down the show, it kind of hurts some students.
Drag's an expressive activity. It's no different than somebody putting on a play, somebody putting on a concert. There's a message that goes with it. Different drag shows can convey different messages. And the big point here is you have a university president, whether real or perceived, saying he disagrees with the message he believes drag shows point on. The Supreme Court has said time and time again, and the lower courts of appeals have said time and time again, that public officials cannot censor speech because they disagree with the message of an expressive event like a drag show or like a play. Students we're representing are Bear Bright, he's the president of Spectrum, and Laura Stovall, who's the vice president of Spectrum. If someone doesn't support drag, they have a couple options. They can simply not go to the show. They're not compelled to, and certainly the university can't compel them to attend that. Or they can engage in counter speech. Just like these students have every right under the First Amendment to put on a drag show, students have a right to engage in peaceful protest or put on their own show, pushing back against the message that they perceive.
Students against the show emphasize that it wasn't their place to judge, but still believe the show was morally wrong.
For decades, FIRE has seen university presidents and other college administrators try to censor speech based on viewpoints. But this is taking it to the next level when you have a university president saying, I think the law of the land compels me to let the students hold the show, but I'm going to cancel it anyway because my personal beliefs supersede the Constitution. That's a dangerous precedent, and it's one that FIRE is fighting to make sure it doesn't happen at West Texas A&M or any other school for that matter.